Yes, what's going on? Hello, hello. Welcome to the Life and Transition Experts Podcast. This is a live podcast that we are doing because we are here to help families and help people who are going through some of the tough transitions in their life, particularly when someone passes away and there is probate or things or the probate that needs to take place so that the affairs of the deceased person can be handled legally. We're here to help you with that. It's, I'm actually very excited here at this point because this weekend some very cool things happened to me in my life. I actually proposed to my girlfriend, and she gave me the answer I was hoping for. She said yes, and it's extremely exciting. We're here, thinking frantically about already almost overwhelmed with the planning that we have to do for the wedding. But the most important thing that we are trying to do is plan for a marriage. And the way that we are focusing on planning for a marriage is how do we create an estate plan for our family, an estate plan that will allow us to hopefully avoid probate. And hopefully, this is what you're thinking about as well. Perhaps you've already experienced probate yourself, or perhaps you know of folks who have experienced probate and you recognize that it's public and it's very long and tedious and it can be very expensive, depending on the, of course, the issues in the estate and the state you're in. We're in North Carolina, and it can. I'm down at the courthouse at least 2-3 times a week, and I see cases over and over of families who are going through painful struggles, and it's almost as if you a deceased, as if you're filing a lawsuit against your family if you have not done the proper things to make probate either avoidable or very easy for the people who have left behind. And so those are things we're going to think about today. We're going to talk about today. Here are 5 documents that I'm going to review with you all very briefly that you want to think about and consider. Now, I highly recommend that you go and talk to an attorney. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not even playing one on my YouTube channel. I am someone who's sharing my opinion as I am immersed in the probate and estate world. So let's rock and roll. Share your screen, Rollins. And did I share it? I think it's being shared. Yeah, there we go. All right. Look at her pretty self. She's so beautiful. She said yes. Now here are 5 things we need to create a family estate plan. Now here are 5 things we need. I guess that should be an exclamation mark. I was playing around with the title, as you see. So 5 essential documents for the living. For us, why we're here. Of course, a last will and testament. Very few. Well, people are becoming people. Last will and testaments are becoming more and more, not becoming more and more popular, but people are recognizing even more so how important it is to establish those last will and testaments. It's probably the most popular thing that people will establish in hopes that their wishes are carried out. Now, one thing in North Carolina, because you have a last will and testament, does not mean that you don't have to go through probate. In fact, you have to probate the will and testament. Someone has to take what you've written down and execute those, and that is the probate. You have to probate the will. So it does not avoid probate, but it is extremely important to have so that your wishes can be held. I've heard of people actually holding last will and testament parties where they get all their family members together and they get an attorney, a paralegal, and they start drafting out their thoughts and ideas, because people can then hear right from Auntie Karen's that, hey, you're not supposed to get that I don't know, that pen that was so valuable to us as kids, or here, this is what we want to do, so that people can hash out what they need to hash out while they're still alive. A will still must go through probate, just a reminder there. All right, so number 2, a durable power of attorney. So let's say that someone passes away or is incapacitated. Someone can step in as the power of attorney for you and direct your financial wishes. So durable power of attorney can sign documents, can do a lot of things for you, and it's important that we have that in place. It's important that you also, again, talk to an attorney. You may want to have a succession of people because, God forbid, you get incapacitated and your partner or my partner are in the same car in the same situation. So we want to make sure we have multiple people and that they're aware of the responsibility that we are giving them. It's very crucial. Durable power of attorney. A healthcare power of attorney also. How do you want your, if you become incapacitated, do you want them to keep you on life support? Do you want, what are the important things for you? And to be able to have a healthcare power of attorney who knows your wishes, who you trust. And again, it may be a succession of people, um, is extremely important. And that's something that Michelle and I need to have down as we create this family and this life together. A living will. This is, again, happens if you are incapacitated. It will give the instructions of what's to happen while you're incapacitated. One also great thing, good thing about this is that you can have, let's say you have property or assets set in your name, but when you pass away, you don't want them to have to go through probate and things of nature. Again, depends on the state that you're in, but you can set up a document that allows those to pour over directly into a trust. So it's important. And the HIPAA, I used to know the name, the Portable Health Initiative Portable Act. I need to have this completely down. I had a especially, I spent so much time as a teacher and as a higher education student affairs officer, and HIPAA was so crucial. We had to just follow everything just to the T. So HIPAA is to protect people's um, health information. And so if I go into the hospital and I don't have someone who can actually receive information about my healthcare, then folks are in the hospitals or in those health in those spaces are almost handcuffs to what they can share and what they can release. So it's important that we have that set up. So those 5 documents are going to help us establish, protect our family as we continue to do this thing called life. And I'm super excited about it. If you want support or help, either maybe you're in the probate process, or perhaps you want to help connecting to an estate plan, family or family attorney that can help you figure out these documents or what documents you need to fit your family, reach out to us at estateproservice.com, 919-341-1992. Would love to point you in the right direction and support your needs as best we can. So let's see if I click off that. Did I leave the site? I think so. Uh-oh. I sure hope that was recording, because I'm not sure if StreamYard got that, but there's no worries. If I have to do this over again, I'll do it again. It helps me learn. So regardless, I'll say I'm excited. She said yes. We're gonna get our stuff together. The 5 docs we need are right there. And you let your light shine.